We're starting a trip. We got Tan Bowie and Kenny. We're about to leave Philadelphia and go party boat Flukin. And the car is like, we got too much gear and we were smashing gear, and Kenny's gulp container has broken. As the light, that container cracked.
Where's the crack?
Kenny noticed something was leaking, and sure enough, it was leaking from, I don't know where the crack is. It was full of gulp juice. Ooh, it leaked through the container, through the bag, through that bag, and all over the back of Tan's car. That's the first level of adversity for the trip. Oh, it's morning now. Weird place. I don't know where we are. We're trying to find ice at an abandoned hotel.
There's not one big enough.
Just taken over by seagulls. So much seagull crap on the ground, and the roofs on the cars. So
because that's one way, you'll have to go all the way
seagull
around.
apocalypse.
I don't think you can get up
All right, boat's leaving. We're out here trying to take a nap out here. The boat started moving, so packed boat, 60 people on board. There's not like an empty rod holder on the boat. Tons of people. All right, this was a 8-hour or 9-hour full day Fluke party boat trip out of Rhode Island on the Francis Fleet, and we were out here looking for Fluke and Big Fluke, and me, Kenny, and Tan. You know, it was like a 4-hour drive, and we got out there and started fishing, and we were catching these sea bass, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We were throwing them into these nice sacks that the boat's got. They throw them into this community ice chest. That's Kenny right there. He's hooked up on a 22-inch sea bass. Swung that thing over the rail, and we caught pretty much our limits of sea bass, like very early on in the day, because you're only allowed 3, and you know, they were real thick out there. I was using a single jig, no teaser, just a 3-ounce or 2-ounce Spro with a 6-inch gulp. And the sea bass were tearing through it. Maybe a keeper Fluke.
Think so?
I think so. Keeper. Sweet, thanks.
How many ounces about it?
3 ounce. Yeah. All right, catching the keeper Fluke made me feel pretty good, thinking optimistically that we might be onto something here. Maybe it would be like a really good day of Fluke and bottom fishing in general. Listen to my Shimano Stratic, all you Stratic lovers out there. Listen to that salty Stratic. Yes, the familiar sound of a salty Shimano reel. All you guys who use Stratics and Sustains, you know, probably familiar with that sound. But yeah, I bought that reel very recently. It's a Shimano Stratic FK4000, and it's been passed down through saltwater anglers for generations. I don't know, not generations, but it's old and it's salty and it's seen a lot of salt water. This was my second keeper Fluke of the day, and I was thinking, damn, like, okay, we're gonna get an easy limit and we're gonna be throwing back like doormats, and yeah, so that's the second keeper of the day. It was feeling really good. Oh, it's a Fluke.
Ooh.
Keeper Fluke. You're lucky. That's some lucky swing. I guess that'll keep. I was a little hesitant to keep this fish because that would have been my third keeper for the day, giving me a limit, and I wanted to save for something nice, and I figured this one was nice enough, and I threw him in the cooler. Oh, this lucky sea bass, he got to go back down to the bottom of the ocean and continue to harass fishermen. There were so many sea bass, and like, we had gulp. I had gulp, brought my own gulp. I ordered 12 packs of gulp before I went on this trip, and I brought them all with me. And I went through I went through like 8 packs of gulp on this trip.
Yeah, man, you look familiar.
Yeah,
I know you.
maybe.
No, not maybe.
Yeah.
See money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took you a while.
Change the glass.
It took you a while. Yeah. Took you a while.
All right, I was fishing next to this friendly guy for probably 2 hours before he was like, "Yo, you're sea money fishing."
I watch your video a lot.
Yeah, nice.
I learn.
Learn, yeah. It's good. Oh, there it is. Yeah, fluke. Short fluke. Damn, Cap. You might need a net on that fish. That's a fluke. That's a fluke, Kenny. That's a nice fluke.
That ling is a red bag too.
Oh, it's an old rod.
How old of a rod?
You know,
Old.
probably not too old.
What of ours? Whoa.
Damn. That is a pool fish. Damn, Kenny, I thought you had a big fluke.
What's up, white?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, still, I thought it was a big fluke. I mean, that's a 10-pounder.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, the sea bass have been very thick so far today. A lot of sea bass. We're making a move now. Short move. I don't know, I'm burning through my gulp on these sea bass, but yeah, we're about ready to start fishing, so.
That's a keeper. I saw you drop it. Is that it back again?
Same fish, yeah.
Yeah, same fish. Look, huh? Definitely fluke.
Nah, it's a sea bass. Yeah. It's a biscuit. Oh, snap. But like a nice one.
But nice one, like over 16 inches. It would probably keep.
Yeah, all right. Where should I throw him?
Throw him right in one of these blades out there.
In the basket? Okay.
Yeah, just let us know when we walk by.
All right, at this point, I think we were getting towards the end of the day. We were catching just sea bass galore, and I was throwing them back generally until the mate came over to me and asked to keep a few for some people on the boat who had not caught their limit or who had caught nothing. There was, a handful of people out there on the boat who probably had no idea how to fish and were, struggling to put keepers in the box, which is, pretty typical on party boats in the summertime. There's going to be a lot of people out there renting rods who pretty much never fished before, and, they're going to struggle to catch limits, and oftentimes, people will, help them out with some fish, give them some fish so they have something to eat when they go home.
Just 2 sea bass. That'll get you.
With the tail filament, that's like 20,
22?
28
28?
inches. With the with
28?
no,
To the tail filament? Let's
Yeah.
measure it.
We ain't got a tape long enough, Cat.
I mean, I'd say like 24 tops. But I'd say like 22.
All right, these are the 2 cronies I fish with. Tan Bowie on the left says it's a 28-inch sea bass. Kenny on the right says we don't have a tape measure long enough for it.
Like he's curled. You guys,
Yeah, straighten him.
Let's film at 22 and a half.
22 and a half, yeah. There's the catch of the
3.9
day.
pounds.
Kenny's sea bass. I think he's like 4.5 pounds. 4.1. 4-pounder. That was our catch. It was a bad grind out there. Questionable.
the fluke were not biting all day long. Very few fluke. Questionable. Lay some down, Tam.